please do not discuss current controversial politics in this room. We don't want trouble. And that doesn't seem like a healthy environment for a free society.
Right. Please keep your free thinking at home. Don't bring it here.
And unfortunately, you don't know these things till they're gone. Freedoms are hard to value. You only value them when they're missing.
When they're gone. That's really true. And more than a decade ago, Phil Zimmerman, the creator of Pretty Good Privacy, he said he likened personal privacy to the environment. He said there's going to be a time where it becomes kind of a privilege for a certain group of people who can afford to have access to it. Okay, so that's pretty scary and pretty depressing. I don't want to end on a dark note like that. I guess the question is, what can we do? What are some of the things we can do? Now, we had some encouraging news, perhaps. The mayor of Seattle recently decreed that there will be no drone surveillance in the city of Seattle. Perhaps that'll start to roll out on a local level. More cities might follow. Some people are starting to hack together their own way to avoid police surveillance. Here's a kind of homemade version of a license plate scanner avoider. And when it comes to face recognition and face tagging, there's an artist in the UK who created a series of makeups that you can purchase. And if you put these makeups on, they look a little funny, but what you can see in the picture here is it makes it difficult for a computer to recognize your face as a face because it actually distorts the image for the computer. Who knows? Maybe in the future you'll see people walking around with that or some kind of tattoo. That artist is Adam Harvey. He's actually introduced a fashion line, which we have here, and we'll show a little bit later on. Marley's got a few of them over there. Here are a couple examples of these. It's a little fanciful, maybe a little hypothetical at this point, but these are garments designed to help you protect yourself from surveillance cameras, from thermal scanners, and from surveillance cameras. And you can see they might even have a chance of bringing the burqa back into style here in the Western world. One thing actually that they sent out I thought was probably had some use to it, which is this bag. It's a little case for your cell phone, and when your cell phone is inside of it, it doesn't emit any signal. No signal can get in. Nobody can track it.
Well, of course, nobody can call you either.
That's true. It's like, you could just turn off your cell phone and save $100. Tell me a little bit about this act. So this is an act that was proposed by Rand Paul of Texas, right? This is the Preserving Freedom from Unwarranted Surveillance Act. It's a big title, but actually kind of a neat principle.
Yeah, I mean, the only possible member of Congress who I could ever say might go a little further than I actually would is Rand Paul. The idea here was to require a warrant, a full-blown Fourth Amendment probable cause warrant, anytime law enforcement or intelligence wants records about you from a third party like Google or Facebook. Not just the contents of communications. Federal law sometimes allows those to be gotten without a search warrant, although courts are increasingly saying the Fourth Amendment requires it. He wanted to say all records, your IP logs, your basic subscriber information, everything would require